Ooh. What's up, everybody? We're streaming NCAA 26. I stream sometimes. I don't stream all the time though. But I just streaming NCAA since it's new.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
I said, well, I got it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Auto answer. Snap that ball, boy.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I got it. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
You definitely want to come into the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Bulldogs get enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Damn. You got a first down?
No. A great job to
that was supposed to be a tackle. That's on me. If he get this first down, that was on me.
It'll be 4th and short. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I think those quarterbacks need to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
To the 10. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for.
I need to understand, like, how you can get better, like, your AI to do better tackles. Because, nigga, he just let him get by from nothing. He shouldn't have got that far.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Okay.
Across the 25, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
Talk talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves.
Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that
Don't
team.
get picked up.
And the extra point is good.
Ncaa.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give from the gun. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly
What am I supposed to do?
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Makes the catch, it's Pena. Oh, a lot of space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence and a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Looking for room, it's Singleton. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Campbell. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works
That
his
nigga
way.
hurt.
They finally get him down at the 2.
Damn.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunity.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Dogs in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down.
Give me that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break up the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position.
Outside.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time.
What's that? Oh my God.
Into the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring it third.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now adjusting. Fires on the move. He's got it.
Oh, there.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Pressure coming. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get to him as he throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
That's caught. It's Reynolds. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Man, it's Dinkins. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
I deleted Warzone, brother. I'll download it back, though.
Try to get 3 before the break.
I got Fortnite, For Honor, and College Football 26.
Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
What the fuck? I'm in a college football game.
Dead center, perfect.
Straight down the middle.
And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
Yes, sir. Well, no, I didn't buy it. My brother bought that.
To send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick.
What the?
They got it. They will recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there.
Okay. Got the ball. Oh, God, man.
They'll open the second half on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You've got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Got it in the middle, it's Bell.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive.
He gets stopped right here. He probably going to lose.
Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside.
Give me that shit. Dumbass. Fucking dumbass.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
Damn, brother.
They'll put this one in with the first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's out. Throwing right.
Oh, I didn't even
pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down.
That was odd, man. After months of not talking to you, man, that was really odd.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk.
You'll look off.
The Nittany Lions heading quickly to the line. Using his legs, it's Allen. He's not going to make it. What a job of his defense to stop him in his tracks.
Oh, my God.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
1st down! Nigga, what? No. That nigga has
box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's the literal.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Makes it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He will. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To throw, it's Allard. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. The RPO, it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
He's loose. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a...
Turning on the Jets. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They're going to ride this running back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw. It's Aller. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Running back searching for a hole. Creates a little room. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Singleton. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Pena. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Give to the single back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Here's a heat. Breaks the tackle. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Aller. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Sets up the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight.
Wide open spaces. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands. Like, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. It's a running room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't really have snap of this drive comes from the 32. Back to throw, it's Aller. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those.
Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a huge completion. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. Runs through the tackle. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. From the gun, running back on the move. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. What a show both of these teams put on today. couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because
the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Catch in the middle, it's Swamps. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This time he's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
There's a high football. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls away.
And the Gators are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harvey. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Looking left. He makes a catch. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. It's a seam wide open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No return coming. He'll call for the...
No, sir.
Girlfriend flaked on you today?
What you mean? No, she didn't flake on me. It's just we ain't have no rock. So
Catch.
I was supposed to go over there. Hey, she was supposed to come over. Everybody was still here, but I was
They've
supposed
got
to
a
go over
little
there.
time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
What?
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Pena.
Oh, but she said her auntie was
33-yard line before
so
he's
she
pushed out of bounds. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, auntie with BBL.
Finds a tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Pena. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on first down from the 43. They'll try the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Allen. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Nittany Lions are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
With the catch, it's Ball. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air. It's Lagway. Snagged in the middle. It's Livingston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. I'm trying to power it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will give them the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Forced out of the pocket. A strike downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It's complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. And the Gators have it with a first and goal.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll try the left side. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's loose. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Caught at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Nittany Lions started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know,
and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders.
They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's ball. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. And the throw out to the sideline with just a few yards.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Got his man quickly. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Under fire. First play of the first possession of OT. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they're on top here in overtime.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to pass, it's Flagway. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Touchdown to stay in the game. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
4th down to keep their chances alive in overtime. Looking for a push on 4th down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Gators want to crank the tempo. The give. Touchdown, Gators! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get
bro, Marco, bro, if you watching this game, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. We're going back and forth right now. No! Nigga, no! No!
Oh, what a tremendous job of coverage by that. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the
doing that shit smart, man.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Fires to the right.
Yes!
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that.
One more stop. Come on. One more stop.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it.
No!
And as he throws, got his man on the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw. It's Aller. Right down the middle.
Come on! We almost there. We almost there.
But they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Run that bitch in.
He'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest play.
Hey, when y'all gonna be ready to get back on 400? All right, well, I'm gonna be on. Y'all just join when y'all ready.